Hello there, I am still your host, Michael Oyagha, and we are still on the series of Let's Talk Africa and talking about money. But before we go into what we have for today, I want to invite you to follow us on our group page, like our group page on Facebook at Let's Talk Africa with Sir Michael Oyagha, and then subscribe to our YouTube channel at Michael Oyagha. Invite your friends, your colleagues, your neighbors, everybody in your environment to like and then to click on the subscription button of our YouTube channel at Michael Oyagha. Please don't forget, it's very important. Now, for our previous episode, of course, you will see the videos on the YouTube channel. You can always watch the replays so that you can acquaint yourself with the things that we have said in our previous episode. Okay, so let's go on to what we have for today. I want to say that money making is a process. It is not an event. Oftentimes you hear people say, I don't hammer. It simply means that they have made money. But for me, I've come to realize that money is not what happens. It is not an event. It is a process. There are principles you must observe. There are steps you must take. There are things you must do for you to make money. And you cannot say that you have made money and that is the end. You stop there because you have arrived at your destination. No, you still need to continue. And that is why you see a lot of people that have made so much money, the Bill Gates of this world, the Dangotes of this world, the Mark Zuckerberg of this world, and the rest of them. Every day they are still working, they still wake up early in the morning, they still go to their offices and go to their places of business because they have not arrived. It is not an event, it is a process. It is a continuous process, okay? Now, we've talked about in our previous episode, we've talked about the myths about money, and we've also said that all of us, irrespective of who you are, where you are born, what part of the world you are living in, that every one of us have the potential to be rich and also have the potential to be poor. It depends on what you do. We've also said that you can't make money except you have an understanding of what money is and you have the right mindset. And for you to make money, you must set your financial goals, okay? You must know, you must define, you must outline how much you are earning at the moment. You must outline how much you are spending, okay? How much do you want to earn? And how soon do you want to earn that amount? How much are you earning? How much are you spending? How much do you want to earn? How soon do you want to earn it? Because poverty is not hereditary. Poverty is not hereditary. The fact that your forefathers were poor and your father was poor doesn't mean that you should be poor. All right. We've also said that financial prosperity is predictable. If you do what the rich do, you become as the rich. But if you do what the poor do, then you become poor. You cannot blame your ancestors for what is happening to you presently. You can blame your ancestors for your past. Okay, but for now, you have yourself to blame. So if your forefathers and the rest of them, the government, didn't make provision for you, you need to make provision for yourself. You are the architect of your own life. Draw the pattern of your life. Draw the pattern of your financial life and then follow it up. All right? The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. So the question is, who or what have you decided to be? For me, I've decided to be rich, famous, wealthy. How about you? All right. Now, for today, we are looking at understanding the dynamics of money. Understanding the dynamics of money. When you talk about dynamics, you are talking about the forces or the properties that stimulate the growth or the development of a system. The properties, the forces that brings about growth, that brings about change, that brings about development in a particular system. Now, talking about the dynamics of money, you are simply talking about those forces, those properties that can bring about a financial change or bring about changes in your finances, that can stimulate growth in your finances, that can take you or that can help you move from where you are right now in your financial life to where you want to be, in your financial life. Now, when we're in school, I'm sure you must have heard this before, because I was taught when I was in school that money is a medium of exchange. Some other person said that money allows people to obtain what they need for them to live. Some others say that money is a store of value. These were things that we were told in school, okay? But the question is, what do you know about money? What is your definition? What is your description? What is your explanation and classification of money? What is your perception about money? This is very important. You may want to take a little time to ask yourself that question. What is my perception about money? What do I know about money? If I'm asked now to describe money, how do I describe it? How do I see money? Do you see it like what we're told, there is a store of value, is a means of exchange, and the rest of that? You need to have your own perception, your own understanding of money. It's not just building your understanding on what you were told. It is important for you to have your own understanding about money. All right, now I've taken time, like I said in our previous episode, to study the scriptures, which is the best book when it comes to the issue of money in the Bible. And I discovered that at a time, Jesus Christ needed to ask his disciples this very important question. Who do men say that I am? Who do men say that I am? Why did he ask that question? Before he asked that question, the disciples have been with him for some time, for a period. And I personally think, thinking aloud, that they must have had an idea of who he was. But it was important for him to know what was their perception of his personality. The reason is, if they don't have the right perception about his personality, then they will not relate with him at the right level. If they don't have the right perception of his personality, because they don't understand who he is, it will affect what they will benefit. Because if they see him like any other person or like every other person out there, then there's no way they can benefit from the things, the wealth of knowledge, the wealth of experience and blessings and insight and anointing that he came with. So he wanted to be sure, do they have the right understanding of who I am? In the same vein, you need to have the right understanding of what money is for you to make money. If you don't understand what money is, if you keep seeing money just as a means of exchange, if you keep seeing money as just a means of storing value, then you are not ready yet. You need to have the right understanding of what money is for you to be able to make money and then to be able to become financially free and financially wealthy. So, in this series, we are going to be talking about, later on, money demystified. We'll take our time to demystify money and then show you what money really is. And when you understand what money really is, then it will be very easy for you to make money. Stay with us in this series and you will enjoy it. Thank you.